I've never understood how crazy SJWs are when it comes to people consuming their products. If you are somebody who votes differently than them, thinks differently than them, the diverse and inclusivity crowd goes out there and says, we don't want you. We're excluding you. It is the most hypocritical stance ever, and it makes them lose their minds every single time. They just go into these spirals because they can't process the fact that they are supposed to be the diverse and inclusive people, and yet they are the most exclusive, angry, hateful, bigoted people out there. Asmongold just covered a game positively, and we see the audio designer for Mouthwashing is completely losing his mind on X and Blue Sky. Very, very funny stuff. And we'll get into the news in just a moment. Smash that like and subscribe button, everybody. Join us here. This is my Fandom Pulse Substack, where we are covering all the pop culture news, especially science fiction and fantasy. And we do a lot of video game coverage. So if you're a gamer here, we're doing this right here on a site with no ads because we don't want to rely on Google for anything. So we rely on gamers like you to come for subscriptions. Now, you can get a free subscription, and of course, then there's the paid ones. And I would appreciate if you support our journalism because we are doing this full-time, myself and former Bounding Into Comics editor-in-chief John Trent, and we are trying to bring unfiltered news that is competing with Kotaku and IGN and PC Gamer. We're crushing it in our first month so far. So please sign up here. It's just $5 a month, a cup of Starbucks coffee, and we appreciate you for being there. So this is a crazy story today. Watching these people do the typical woke, like throwing a fit, where they don't want you to play their game. Now, this is not every developer of Mouthwashing. Nobody else from the company I've seen chime in on this just yet. This is just the audio guy. And Mouthwashing so far, the people in charge have reacted in a pretty based manner when it came to fan art and the like on their game. So it's a single-player horror game. It's a starship game, like there's a wrecked starship. And there's just these horrors that ensue, and it's supposedly I have not played it. It is a very tightly written game, very good game. I'm not into horror myself. It's apparently like got some kind of PS1 level graphics. I don't really care about graphics. I like story and gameplay. That's really what matters. And so it has gained a lot of popularity on Steam. Very, very overwhelmingly positive reviews on this horror adventure game. And so this has now come to Asmongold's attention because they were trying to cancel some fan art on X, and the woke just went absolutely crazy, and they went crazy because of this picture here posted by USA 371707692, which it's kind of anime sort of deal, making her look sexy, and of course the woke can't handle that. So this person was apparently like getting death threats and the like, literally because of just posting this image. Absolutely crazy. And like I said, they reacted in a based way about this. They actually said, this is the company with the game. They said some Mouthwashing fan creators have been receiving harassment over works others have found distasteful. If you see fan works that you do not like, block, ignore it. Any form of harassment is unacceptable. If you can't be respectful and considerate, this fandom is not the place for you. That's pretty based, and defending people being creative with fan art and the like. That's a good thing. This is I'd say sexy, but not lewd. Once you get into lewd, it's kind of a different ballgame. But this is something that's true. And of course, if this person's getting death threats over art anyway, that shouldn't happen anyway. I do recommend it. Yes, block, ignore it. Right? I block a lot of lewd art accounts on X just because I don't want to see that on my feed, and that's the way to handle it. It makes sense. But so Asmongold then reacted to it, saying it was a stupid controversy. He did a video about 25 minutes on the whole topic, kind of just laughing at the fact that like people were going crazy over this picture of all things, and you can see the bars bleeping it out and all that. It's like, okay, not even really necessary on that level, but whatever. That's it. And so because of this, because Asmongold was promoting the game, because the game's getting popular, because people were in Grums's comments talking about the game and how the company's based and how Mouthwashing is a good game, and the game is not woke. Of course, this guy, Ciarate, Martin, I forget his last name. We'll go up in the article here. Halden lost his mind. And so here he goes. The anti-woke crowd has found the game, and I feel sick to my effing stomach. Being on Twitter is going to be unbelievable painful from now on that I don't know if I could be active on here. I don't have the energy for this. So hold on. You're the music guy for a game that is getting attention. It's getting positive attention. The people who are big influencers like Asmongold in the space and Grum's in the space are paying attention to the game and saying it's good and saying it's not woke and urging players to play it. And because you don't like their politics, you are flipping out and saying that you don't have the energy, that it's painful. I mean, you're insane. These people are purchasing your video game, Martin, and they are they are playing it. They're enjoying it. They're enjoying your music and art in the background. Just be grateful. I mean, gosh, I don't like people like you, Martin, who are woke. But if you came in and read one of my books, for instance, and of course, I do have a book on sale right now. It's called The Stars Entwined, and it is science fiction. It's not horror, but if you like Babylon 5, Deep Space Nine, you will enjoy this on ebook, print, and audio. I'm going to put this in the description below. You can check it out. We've had an incredible few days of sales. I don't know who's buying my books. They could be leftists. They could be anti-woke people. They could just be moderate science fiction people. Who knows? But you know what? If somebody leaves me a positive review, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you very much. And I got one. I will say this. This is November 25th. This is pretty new. A different twist on a beautiful story. I enjoyed the book immensely. This author seems to think outside the box, and I commend John Delarose for his book. Now for book 2. Thank you very much, whoever this is on Amazon. I don't care about your politics. That's how you should react. I mean, it's customers. It's basic customer service. So it's going to be painful. Oh my gosh. And that's just how mentally ill these people are. I mean, they literally just hate people so much. They're so bigoted. They're so hateful that they just can't handle that anybody else is in their space who doesn't believe exactly like them. And this is why it breaks them. This is why he says it's painful. That's why he says he doesn't have energy. This is why he's saying that he's sick to his stomach, because he knows that in this act, he's actually being the bigoted person when he's trying to say everybody else is bigoted, right? They're always projecting, these people, right? And they're always doubling down. And so they have this like cognitive dissonance going on in their head where it's like, I must hate because these are hateful people. Oh, wait a minute, I'm actually hating. And it makes them sick to their stomach. It makes them physically ill because they know what they're doing is evil. It's really, really sad, actually, because it is just mental illness. Now, this guy, of course, immediately went tweets protected as soon as this made the rounds. And as you can see, he's got the rainbow flag and him. He's virtuous, guys. So virtuous. Views are my own. He's got a little selfie pic. It's like a Tinder or Grindr profile, I guess, for you to check him out. But only if you like his politics. That's it. Really, really sad on this front. Now, Grum's got a hold of this, said one of the devs of Mouthwashing is really upset that Asmongold found the game. I've never mentioned it till today. I'm apparently preemptively not welcome. And that's a weird thing. It's like, again, why would you tell gamers that you're not welcome playing their video games? This is how sick these people are. But Grums actually has a pretty good take on it. And so, I don't know. This is just the music guy. I don't know anybody else, but the official accounts acted pretty well in behalf of defending their community from people attacking them, which I do like. That's unusual for a video game company. So a game is not woke. We have the opportunity to do the funniest thing and take over the game community with chuds, and that is pretty funny. And I do like that. That's a pretty entertaining thing, and it does show the developers that not woke games that have good storytelling are what we want, and that is something to celebrate. And if they flip out in the process, even better, because it'll be funny. And I like the funniest of outcomes. This is entertainment, after all. Now, this guy went crazy as well. So he wrote a post on Blue Sky, which he deleted now because he's, of course, even scared on Blue Sky. But he was complaining about gamers again. Somebody said, "I'm so sorry you've been dealing with this. Taking time to yourself and away from socials is a great idea. And we'll all be here to support you when you get back." And he says, "Thank you. That means a lot. I still really want to be active and engaged." He can't even type straight. But my mental health is taking a big toll. So it's best for me to step back for a while. Well, Martin, just thank people for playing your game. Thank people for listening to your music. I mean, just be humble and stop being so entitled that everybody has to believe the same way you do. It's kind of a sick behavior right there. And I hope you do get better, because it is a mental illness and it does need to change, obviously. All right, so this is the situation and very funny stuff. What do you think about this? Are you going to be playing this game? It looks interesting as a sci-fi level. Like I said, I'm not really into horror myself, but that's fine if you are. You don't have to believe the same as me. Hit the like and subscribe button. Do check out my Stars Entwined, guys. I think you'll enjoy this. Great science fiction. Babylon 5 and Star Trek Deep Space Nine inspired. It's a 3-book trilogy, and if you read the whole trilogy, it really, really builds up. I set up a lot in book 1 that pays off, and people who finish the trilogy and always send me nice messages saying, wow, thank you so much. So check it out. It's in the description below. I appreciate you guys for reading, and we'll be back soon.